Today I am going all Nigella on you, and I thought I would try out a new Slimming World recipe and I would show you guys right from scratch exactly what I'm doing. It might inspire you guys, it might not turn out very well, but we shall see. So, without further ado, is what we're going to be making today. This is, you can't even see, can you? There you go. Goat's cheese and tomato linguine. And the recipe can be found in the latest copy of the Slimming World magazine. Here you go, July 2012. So, here are our ingredients. We have this. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, you know, I'm going to get that wrong. But it's thinner than spaghetti or linguine, and I think it's delicious. We have Asda's already quick and easy diced onions, straight from the freezer, so I'm not going to be crying when I'm cutting them, that's good. My fry light there. Oh, and Mr. Muscle. We're not going to be using Mr. Muscle, although a nice muscly man to serve it would be nice. We're going to be using the chili grinder, so dried chili flakes, some pepper, some garlic, salad, yummy yummy goat's cheese, big tomatoes. I wanted to get the beef tomatoes, but typically they didn't have them. And some fresh basil, and underneath there is some flat leaf parsley too. So there we go, the ingredients. Okay, so the recipe promises that it's going to be ready in about 20 minutes, which is really good because my husband is due home in about half an hour. And the first thing that I need to do is roughly chop my tomatoes and my garlic. So I'm going to use, what is it? 3 or 4 garlic cloves. Woo. And all my tomatoes. So let's get cracking with that. I'm going to spray my fry light straight into the pan. I know a lot of people worry about how much fry light you can use, but according to my consultant at Slimming World, you can use literally tons of the stuff before it stops being free. We have been joined in the kitchen by a little person, as always. So now I'm going to stick my garlic, oh, and not the peel, that won't taste good, straight into my pan. And I'm going to add in my onions and just fry them off gently. I'm not going to use the whole pack, I'm just going to use about half, I reckon. Okay, so while they're frying off, I'm going to just roughly chop the tomatoes. Okay, so now I'm going to fill up a big, huge pan with some water for the pasta. Okay, this recipe, obviously, is going to feed hopefully my whole family, so it's going to be 5 of us, sorry. Well, 4.5, well, 3 and, yeah, about 4 of us. So the problem with resting the iPad on top of the cooker is that you could potentially fall into the onions that are cooking below you. I hope you're okay. What a wally. I put you down here where it's far safer. Okay, so referring to my recipe again, I now need to add the tomatoes to my frying pan. Let's get rid of the stalks and stuff. And I have all these juicy tomatoes that are going to go straight in my pan. And I now have to add the chilli too. It says 1/4 teaspoon. Normally I'm a guesstimate kind of girl, but with chilli I think I should be accurate. So taking my teaspoon and I'm going to, you know, measure it. 1/4 teaspoon. It's kind of hard to get that right, you know. Oh my god, I could be here for days. Do you know what? Sod it. I'm just going to go straight in. La la la. Please don't be too hot and spicy or my kids will kill me and never eat it. And now I have just reduced the heat, so it's just going to slowly simmer for a little while. you're supposed to cover it, but unfortunately I don't have a lid for my frying pan. Do frying pans come with lids? Because mine didn't. Anyway, I'm just going to give it a good mix around and let it simmer for a few minutes. Next I'm taking some flat-leafed parsley and some basil, which smells incredible, and I'm supposed to be chopping it roughly. I like all this rough chopping because I'm not a neat chopper kind of girl. Must remember to take the elastic bands off because they won't taste good. I wonder how many sins there are in an elastic band. Oh, Jesus. I wish I could chop like the chefs do, but I can't. I'm not even going to attempt to do it because you've seen how clumsy I can be, and just imagine how much worse I am with sharp objects. In fact, I have a bit of a reputation for being pretty disastrous in the kitchen. Twice I've had the fire brigade out. This is over, course of my life, not like in the last week or anything, so it's not that bad. But once I tried to bake bread, and it said in the recipe to make sure that your bowl was warm, that you were using to mix all the yeast and whatnot in it. Well, the bowls, generally speaking, in the cupboard weren't very warm because the cupboard's quite chilly. So I thought I would warm my bowl up and stupidly put it over an electric hob. And it melted and then caught on fire, and was very, very embarrassing. I'm removing the stalks from my parsley because I'm fairly certain that you don't have stalk. I don't think you're supposed to eat the stalk, but I don't know. And now I'm feeling a bit silly. So my water for my pasta is now bubbling. I'm ready to put this bad boy in. It says it's going to take 5 to 7 minutes. So, it comes in like little lists, like totally silly. I'm going to use the whole pack. It says 5 servings, and I'd rather have too much than too little. That's always how I've always been. And also, it's free, so, I can carry on munching away all night and I won't feel guilty. Okay, so the pasta's now ready to drain. And technically, you are supposed to drain the pasta and add the pasta to the sauce, but as you can see, I have a lot of pasta here. You can't see me, it's really steamy. I don't think I'm going to be able to get all this pasta in my frying pan, so I'm going to add the sauce to the pasta, which I know is like sin in Italian world. I've mixed it all in along with the basil and the flat leaf parsley, though I've left a little bit of both herbs just to garnish. And now I'm going to season it with my salt and pepper. And finally, I'm just going to take the goat's cheese and just crumble it. I'll take the skin off. I don't know if you're supposed to eat the skin. I love goat's cheese though. I'm just crumbling this over the pasta. So it's all going to melt and go soggy and lovely. And then I'm going to chuck a few more herbs on to garnish, and there you go. That's baby MJ's. So the goat's cheese, we are allowed on the Slimming World 35 grams of it. Each one that I have here, it's all a little bit messy now, but each one of these little babies is 100 grams. So we are allowed quite a small amount, probably about that much really, which I think is a little bit small. You are allowed that free if you use the cheese as one of your healthy A's or B's or whatever it is. If you don't, then it's just 6 sins, which I think is pretty reasonable. Et voila! My dinner, goat's cheese and tomato linguine served with salad and herbs and lots more, and I'm so excited to go and eat it, and I'm going to let you know how it tastes. Thank you so much for watching, guys and girls, and thank you for all your help in the kitchen. I'm glad there weren't any major disasters. Take care, guys. See you soon.